Hey guys, what's up? Geeky J here, and today we're doing a commentary for Star Trek Episode 6, Season 1, Where No One Has Gone Before. And alright, we'll go ahead and get started. Remember to hit play when I say play. So, 3, 2, 1, play. And Netflix is loading up, and here we go. So, YouTube still will not allow me or I've loaded it, but they still haven't released the Naked Now for commentary. So I don't know what's going on with that. Hopefully they'll do it soon. So brief synopsis of this episode or the plot. The Enterprise is ordered to undergo a series of tests that will propel the ship at unfathomable speed, but Riker has misgivings surrounding the equations and theories presented by the arrogant designer, and someone most unexpected is the only one who puts his finger on the assistant as the one behind the whole scheme of things. How do you explain it, Data? How do you explain it? He asked Data, Riker, not you. Indeed. Things starting off with a little tension, just right from the get go. I, I remember the Traveler through other episodes, just not in this episode, really. They should be. See, let's see, I read about this. See, Argyle, um, is referred to Riker as one of the Enterprise's chief engineers. So this indicates that the ship has a team of chief engineers, as opposed to a single person. Uh, and that's kind of a mistake. But maybe it's true for in universe. But we have a turnover of actors playing the part as chief engineer, and so it's not really played by a regular cast member this season. We all know Geordi eventually takes over that role. So he's a macho man. It's 'cause he's the traveler. Hmm. Yet it could be. So let's see some other trivia for the episode. After the first jump, LaForge says that the Enterprise has traveled a distance of 2.7 million light years, ending up on the far side of the Triangulum galaxy. The distance to M33 was very uncertain at the time this episode was made, which estimates varying between 2 and 3 million light years. Interestingly, the best modern estimates are indeed concentrated around 2.7 to 2.8 million light years. So that's cool that they got that right. So Eric Minyuk, who plays the Traveler in this episode, had originally auditioned for the part of Data. That would have been interesting. I think we I think we got the best Data though. The best actor to play Data. Oh, so This episode is considered by many to be the original premise behind Star Trek Voyager. I wouldn't know because I haven't watched Voyager, but if you guys think that's true, let me know. And in what ways? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, here's a funny one. While shooting the scene in this episode where Riker tells Picard it wasn't him, it never was, it was his assistant, Jonathan Frakes had some difficulty saying the line and eventually could not say it without breaking into a laugh. Patrick Stewart said that it spread like bushfire throughout the set, to the point where the sound mixer, Alan Bernard, had to wheel his sound card off because he couldn't stop laughing. That was from a Comic Con expo where he talked about that. And apparently he still couldn't say the phrase there well at all either. What do you, what do you guys think about the engine room? Do you like the look of it? Is this your favorite engine room? Is I can't remember recall. Is this the first time we see the engine? No, uh, we saw Wesley. Yeah, we saw Wesley take it over earlier. I've forgotten about that. Have you, Kaczynski? Have you? I remember hearing something about the guy who plays Argyle having like a letter writing campaign to get his character to become chief engineer or something. And they figured it out that he was doing this by people having sent letters about episodes he hadn't been in yet, and so they let him go. Let me know if that's correct. I can't is if that's true or not. I don't remember, but I feel like that's him, and that's where I heard the story from or about. Yeah, sure, no problem. I think the Traveler's design is pretty interesting. His suit is pretty interesting. Yeah, this guy is pretty arrogant. And I can't remember why those two are why they're together. What do you guys think about this take on Wesley? Do you like his overall journey throughout the show, or how do you think about it? I feel like he's just giving a bunch of tech speak right here. Techno babble is basically what's going on. Yeah, it's nothing but techno babble here. Yeah, I can't remember why the Traveler is with that man. Okay, make your preliminary adjustments then. Ready. Engage. Yep, here we go. So apparently the score was recorded with a 40-piece orchestra. Ron Jones formatted the orchestra to generate a bigger sound than normally heard on television soundtracks to make it sound more like Jerry Goldsmith's Star Trek the Motion Picture. Keyboards were used to make cellos more prominent, and other changes included an increase in the mid-range of the string section. The music does sound a little amped up compared to other episodes we've previously seen. Uh-oh, something's going wrong. Oh, he's phasing in and out. What is Wesley wearing? Like some kind of weird space sweater? That's crazy. Oh crap. Oh, they have that's way too fast. Wouldn't time dilation affect this? Is that ever explained in Star Trek about time dilation? Wouldn't the uh they wouldn't they be way older? Well, they wouldn't be way older. Wouldn't the people left back near Earth be completely uh dead by now as fast as they went? So the forged line about the ship passing warp 10 was looped in post-production, and the line as it was originally spoken, warp 5 instead of warp 10, is featured in the episode's trailer. Oh, this is the comment we said earlier. Oh, that's crazy. Mm. Who goes over the log entries? Do you guys know? Like, is it just an admiral or who does it? Can you imagine going that fast? 51 years. Ah, there was a little. Okay, according to data, the subspace message sent to Starfleet from M33 Galaxy would take 51 years, 10 months, 9 weeks, 16 days to reach Earth. Unless the length of months, weeks, or days has changed considerably by the 24th century, or the relation of each unit to one another indifferent in subspace, uh, the sounding time frame can just be as easily expressed with 52 years, 2 weeks, and 3 or 4 days. She's a doctor. But according to this, it would actually take a little bit longer for them to reach home, way more than 300 years. Uh, It would take the Enterprise over 2,140 years to get home from 2 million light years distance, and not 300 years, as Geordi stated. For such nonsense. Hmm. Hmm. That would be messed up if he couldn't. And what if that doesn't work? Everyone seems to be a little on edge. I would be too, to be honest. 300 years, or, more accurately, 2,140 years. That would suck. Starfleet graduate. Mm-hmm. It's better to go home now. Do you guys think that Picard made the right choice there? I think he did. Man, Kaczynski is just full of himself. Dang, Riker just blowing him off because he's a kid. That's the only reason I can think of that he did that. I can't remember. Why did he even do that then? I hope they change directions. Yeah. I would suck to continue, you know, 600 million light years away. Okay, Riker sees it now. No one else is paying attention. See, Riker, I told you. Kind of how Wesley's got that face. I wonder how long it took him to build the bridge room. That is an astronomical speed. Dang. Oh, kind of said the episode title there, Data. Nice bit of music there. Yeah, I enjoy the Captain's Log. Let me know if they brought it into Discovery anymore. I haven't watched, and I'm thinking about watching it again. What do you guys think? Should I give it another chance, or have you given up? Are you still sticking with it? What do you guys think? Oh, I read something about this. The Targ is played by a Russian wild boar named Emilu. And he disappeared. Oh, there's a kitty cat. So Rob Bowman recalls that the effects on this episode were at times extremely frustrating and complex. So he didn't know that they were how they were going to look like or what they were going to look like. It's tough to have people react to something that even he himself couldn't identify. Many special effects are just vaguely discussed during shooting and only finalized during post production. So at times he said it was difficult. Here we see Tasha. Was this her past? That sucks. It took Maurice Hurley 6 weeks to rewrite the script, and his initial version was received poorly by the executive. Hurley later said they absolutely hated it. I think they wanted to fire me, and they would have if I didn't have a guaranteed contract. He rewrote the script, and this version we originally got was filmed. Hurley was pleased with the result, saying that everything about that episode worked. What do you guys think? You think this is a perfect episode? So the piece of music they're playing is called Allegro from Mozart's Ein Klein Natch Music K525. I don't think I said that right, but that's how it's written. So this story was loosely based on the Pocket TOS novel, The Wounded Sky. Have you guys read that? I haven't. I haven't read any novels. Which one should I start with if I decided to do it? What do you guys think? What's your favorite Star Trek novel? Which one should is a good place to start off? And that was written by Diane Duane. Producer Maurice Hurley did numerous unedited rewrites of Duane and Michael Reeves' original script, but still had much in common with their original concept. Some effects in this episode were created by Robert Legato's basement. Were created in Robert Legato's basement with water reflections and Christmas tree lights. That's interesting. The script was vague about what was seen at the end of the universe. So Legato played with the effects of water reflections in this basement on his basement wall. Shooting through Bopet film, he created multiple images which were layered over one another for the final effect. Christmas tree lights were suspended and moved to create blinking effect seen on screen. The musical piece to which the ballerina is dancing is titled Waltz of the Chocolate Donut. I could go for a chocolate donut. So Diane Duane later said that the only two scenes from the original script that remained were where Picard sees his mom, the one we're seeing now, and where he almost falls out of the turbolift into space. Daniel Petrie was originally hired to direct this episode, but quit when he was approached to direct Cocoon: The Return, 1988. I've never seen that movie, but I have seen this episode, so which one was better? So the episode was originally titled "Where None Have Gone Before." So I can't remember. Was that what Data said? That's probably why they said it, and they just never went back and changed it. So this episode takes place in 2364. Kaczynski, he did not wear a com badge and wore a non-Starfleet pip, indicating he was not a commissioned officer, even though he wore engineering gold uniform. Hmm. There goes the ballerina. Rob Bowman worked on storyboards and set blocking for 20 days before shooting this episode. So this was an intense episode to shoot. Mm. This is also the only episode where Picard says cease red alert to stand down red alert. Should have listened, Riker. Riker saw this. He should have said something. So in this episode, for the last time until Star Trek Generations in 1994, you can see a corridor leading to main engineering, which is located directly behind the office. Normally that opens closed by a fake wall, um, but you can see it here in this episode. One version of the script had the Enterprise causing the birth of a new universe, um, which would have been pretty crazy. So when the illusory quartet had disappeared, the crewman sitting at the table with a small bottle and glass on a tray. That bottle was created for Star Trek III: The Search for Spock in 1984. It features the Federation logo of that time. So at times in this episode, the illusions or thoughts by a person can be seen by others. But at other times it appears illusions can't be seen by others. Since the place is beyond human understanding, it's no use applying our logic there. So you would think you'd be able to see it all the time or none of the time, but it doesn't really work that way apparently. He's a traveler. What do you guys think about the travelers? What are you doing then? What are you doing? Beverly's like, shut up, Whitley. A big one, kinda. Easy way to say the writers didn't feel like explaining it. And no. Oh, Kaczynski agrees. Hmm. No, I don't understand the danger. Nah. Yeah, you were careless. He's from all times. Do they go over the travelers anymore in Star Trek? I mean, I know he pops up, but do we learn more about them? Ooh, burn on humans. Well, Beverly, I can see that with my own eyes. Ooh, Picard's pissed at Kaczynski. So, Mike, so what? Should everyone just focus their thoughts on getting home, and he focuses those thoughts so that it happens. I guess is basically. Oh, this is when he talks about Wesley. At least I think it is. Not really. Why do you travel for people like Wesley? People in space sweaters? Mm-hmm. What do you think about Wesley, uh, and what the traveler's saying about him? So at the end of this episode, Picard gives Wesley a field promotion to acting ensign. Uh, when filming Rap, Gene Roddenberry actually gave Will Wheaton his lieutenant insignia from his days in the Army Air Force, which is a nice thing for him to do. Why can't Picard just do it? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, so I guess that's that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna all think about going home, and the traveler's gonna focus it. Some genuine fear. I like the little whistle. Oh, there goes the man skirt. uh, would you guys rock the man skirt if it were an option today, or if we were in Star Trek time? I mean, 2364. Would you be one of the ones rocking the man skirt? If so, let me know why. I don't know uh, if that's something I would rock myself, but if you would, let me know. What are some benefits of rocking the man skirt? Definitely way more breezier, you know. So in the original teleplay, Kozinski was responsible for both the warp effect and the accent. He also had a son who felt his father was more interested in his work than him. The hallucinations were much more bizarre than in the actual episode. Jack Crusher, oh, that's cool. He originally appeared to Picard and Beverly. and the Enterprise appeared inside a cosmological egg. This one that would have been really trippy. When the starship escaped, it exploded and caused the birth of. Oh yeah, we were talking about this. It's caused the birth of a new universe. So apparently, to create the new universe was supposed to be a biblical pun, and the Enterprise spends 6 days missing, and Picard orders the next day to be a day of rest. So essentially, Picard is God in this explanation, or that if that episode would have came to be. So when Picard meets his mother, there's a recurring melody, unidentified until Star Trek: The Next Generation when the bow breaks. So this episode is the one with the first POV Picard's point of view shot of traveling at warp speed. Trailer has no eyebrows. Just notice that. He does have a brow ridge, just no eyebrows. It would suck. It would kind of suck to just have 3 fingers. So Biff Yeager made his debut as Chief Engineer Argyle, and he's the one who becomes the most frequently appearing Chief Engineer of the first season, and he only appears twice. So okay, so they're back. See, he says cease red alert. None of us do, Jordy. None of us do. A little whistle. It's very ship-like that whistle. Oh, he'll be back, Picard. I feel like in a lot of ways, the Traveler is the opposite of Q. Okay, this is where he promotes him, I think. Well done, Wesley. Mm. Maybe he can change his orders. This is a pretty cool moment for Wesley. I feel like Wesley wastes his Star Trek potential, or his Starfleet potential. But that's just me. But what do you guys think? I would have stayed in Starfleet. Well, I don't want to spoil. Well, I would have stayed in Starfleet. I'll just say you should have watched it by now. If you're listening to this, you probably watched the episode, these episodes, and the upcoming ones. All right, guys. So that's the episode. It's a okay episode. It introduces a lot of new ideas and cool stuff. But that was Where No One Has Gone Before, episode 6. Next up's Lonely Among Us. That should be an interesting one. But thanks, guys, for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully soon, Naked Now will be available. But we'll see. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Enjoy.